look, now we're over here. In one block when it decides that it wants to load in. There you go. So we'll turn our shaders back on because I can't go without my shaders. I can't see without my shaders. Except I argue that it's harder to see in the end with shaders than it is without. Okay, why does my FOV feels different now that we've done that? Okay. Oh gosh, so what we need to do now is what? Huh? I don't know, you said what? I don't know what you're saying. We might have to have V take back the glasses. I don't understand. I thought you were telling me I need to lose the glasses. I'm not cool enough anymore. Oh yes, I do cook. Yes, I do. It's a cat. Welcome. Thanks for following. Glad to have you here. I cook less than V cooks. V cooks a lot more than I cook, but I do cook occasionally. I would prefer to cook on like a grill or, yeah. I'm eating. That's what I've been eating, but we'll see if that actually gets us anywhere. Because the thing is, we don't have any. Like I can't get blocks. So if we get to a city, I have to like build up or fight up, I guess, the traditional way with a sword that's about to break. So we're really looking great. We're really looking great. But yeah, I was the one that started it tonight, but V was working on something and she was on the phone. So I was like, I will get started. But on Tuesday nights when I stream, we do sushi bowls. That's what we do. I could use the axe to fight and the sword. Yeah, I just don't have a pickaxe. That's my worry though, because what if I need blocks? But I can always kill these endermen and get more ender pearls and things like that too. So there are things I can do. Why do I not? Oh, I took that off so I could wear my pumpkin. It's just a little scary, Zen. Just a little scary. But yeah. So I was the one to initiate cooking today. I know. That's almost unheard of. Ragnar, what's up? How's it going? Welcome. Oh, pizza sounds good. I actually almost tried to convince V that we should have pizza because I was going to be lazy and not try and cook, but obviously that is not the way. I shouldn't do that. So I started cooking because sushi bowls are good. Marky, what's up? How's it going? Ragnar, thanks. I appreciate that. I am glad to hear that you like my channel. I try very hard to make it. I'm trying very hard to make it something that everyone can enjoy. Marky, I've been meaning to respond to your comment about the escape room, and I just keep like neglecting to go back because there were other comments that came in. I keep forgetting to go back. But the next time I do an escape room, if you and your daughter or anybody want to test it out, you guys can be you can be testers if you want. I was thinking about that. You know, there's no reason you can't. You could even play this one if you want, but the problem is, you know, obviously you've seen the solutions now, so. I'm glad to have you here. I have not found a city yet, and I'm also just running in circles now because I'm stranded on this island and I don't want to lose everything. So guys, I don't know what to do. Okay, what if we just, I've got an idea. And the idea is, what if, well, hold on. Before I throw out my idea, we're going to see if this can connect us back up and if we can get up over on this side. I'm thinking, like, to try and get as close to where we came in and just drop all of our things, throw ourselves into the void. And then that way we can just take the bridge back over and get our things, but come back with more blocks and more materials and tools. That's what I'm thinking. So yes, I do think death is perhaps our only option, but this feels like a Christmas song. It is Cookies and Milk by Harris Heller. Yeah, we're not doing Christmas today. As much as I actually am fine with Christmas anytime. I don't know if that's a controversial thought, but I feel like that's not what I should have. Ooh, I wish it would storm here, but I hope the storm is not a scary storm. Scary storms are no fun. Do I value my 16 levels? I really don't, because every time I get over 15 levels, I die. Yeah, I was gonna say, so like 16 levels might be the most I've had this whole time that I'm not sure it's gonna make me too sad if I die. And plus, if we're going to go up into any of the end cities, we're probably gonna get levels back from the shulkers and things anyway. So, Death, what's up? I'm good. How are you doing? Your streams have been popping off. I saw your playing with viewers stream or whatever it was the other day that had like something like 300 people watching at one point. Or maybe it wasn't 300 people watching at one point, but 300 total views that you were just having. That was impressive, dude. But yeah, I don't really value my 16 levels. I more just value my items that I have in my inventory. So if I can preserve the items, then we're in a good spot. Which is kind of why I'm hoping. I think this was the way that we... Yes, it is! There's the bridge. Okay. So, do we... I think it's probably best to just die. Just a cold front, which is good. Yeah, it's been so hot here too. Yeah. I think we actually have, if I'm not mistaken, we got a cold front rolling in. Might even be tomorrow. It's just not storming here. No, our cold, it hits us on Saturday. So that'll be fun. All right. Yeah, friends, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop all of my stuff right here and we're going to die as fast as we can so that we can come back and hopefully none of this will have despawned because it's all of our diamond things. Okay, time to die. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're taking the risk. Hopefully this works out for us because if we lose all of our diamond stuff, ooh, I'll cry. I'll cry just a bit. Hey, look, we're back to the house. I was doing cars at work today, was sweating. Yeah, dude, it was hot today. I just picked up boots. Okay. It was hot today when we took Willow out on a walk. She was a toasty, toasty little dog. All right. We need all of the blocks that we can get. And probably I'm going to bring a bunch of wood. Let's bring... Oh, I don't know. We don't have any iron, so I guess bring the diamonds that we got. Bring the gold that we've got. Let's grab some cobble. I think we're out of cobble, actually, because we used it all. Oh, we could take those pearls, though. That'll be helpful. End stone is good. We don't really need a shovel. What else can we grab? What else can we grab? These are probably not bad to just have. Okay, there's some food. We'll grab more food. Okay. Water bucket is smart. Anything else you guys can think of? If I die, I'm clip farming. Yeah, that's true. Pickaxe. Yeah, I need a pickaxe. I guess I should just make another diamond pickaxe because there's no point in not, since we're probably going to get more diamonds while we're in there. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else in here that we can bring building block wise. There's some of that. Oh, what else do we got? Any thoughts? Any thoughts on... Oh, we got a ton of iron right here. Let's make a iron sword. Okay. And then we'll just make a gold tunic for now. Okay. What are your questions? Of course, I love dogs. I have a dog, and she is my favorite. I also have cats, though, and I do love cats, so don't get me wrong. I'm not one of those people that thinks dogs are superior to cats. However, I'm not gonna say that. I love dogs. I love animals, I guess is probably the better way to phrase that. You know, I used to love Roblox. I have not played Roblox in a long time, though. Okay, this is what we're taking. We're gonna go. Let's run. And hopefully not get hit by anything. We'll turn up the music, because this seems kind of intense. Ah! I wish we could. I wish we could have up streams more, too. It's a good day to stream. Chorus fruit is crazy good. I know. Yeah, that's true. The chorus fruit is such a godsend in the end. Go dogs. Yeah, I probably maybe should have grabbed some more blocks, but I think we got a good set. Yeah, do not die. You're right. We just need to lock in. But yes, no, I do like Roblox. I used to play Roblox all the time when I was younger, and then Minecraft took over my... I don't know, Minecraft filled that space for me. Because I played Roblox on our family computer, and then got Minecraft on the Xbox and never looked back. Okay, come on. Yeah, if we die though, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. We're gonna make a sad. Oh my gosh! We got some drum and bass going now too. I think I just looked him in the eyes. I just looked him in the eyes. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I'm cooked. Yeah, you're right. No, I'm totally cooked. I'm fully cooked. Oh god. Okay, we're going to survive this. We're locking the heck in here, guys. Come on. Okay. No! Oh god, no! Okay, okay. We're grabbing a bunch more blocks. We got it this time. We just can't look him in the face. Oh, basalt's not a bad one at all. What else can we take? We've got this. We're not dying this way. We're going. Big oof. What else do we have for food? We'll take beetroot soup. And we'll take melons. Alright, let's go. Keep our head down and run. Yeah, I should have placed water. You're right. I literally didn't. I don't know if did I grab a water bucket? I did grab a water bucket, didn't I? We got this. Yeah, I played it when it first came out on Minecraft, which I think was technically still a beta version. 50K question, are there any cities? That is a great question. We're about to find out. Because I'm not giving up. And we're not looking any Enderman in the eyes. We've got this. This music is really inspiring me, and I'm gonna be really sad if it switches to a slow song after this drum and bass. I need the hype music. I might just have to restart this song, I'm not gonna lie. And I jump straight, and no, we're doing that song again. Here we go. I needed that song. Over or under on number of deaths. My number is 2. I'm only dying twice, and I've already done them both. How old am I? I am that's a great question. I'm 26. Sometimes I forget about how old I am. Jumping our way along. Yeah, I feel like after 21, it kind of doesn't matter how old you are anymore. Like, in terms of like events, I guess 25 I could rent a car, but that wasn't really a big deal. So yeah, I like the 3 deaths. That's, oh my god, there was almost a 3rd one right there. I just about fell off the edge. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. I'm glad that we have this song. I'm glad also that we are in a less precarious situation this time. I'm also very glad that snow doesn't melt in the end. Man, if I'd been using my brain though, I would have thrown down that water bucket. You guys are so smart. I just need to remember that I had that in my inventory. But hey, look, we are now connected. We've made it. Well, we've almost made it, I should say. We're not quite there yet. Yeah. Dude, this is something that V and I talk about all the time, is like the fact that like I'm now responsible for my meals every day for the rest of my life and like coming up with what I want to eat every day. Worst thing in the world. Worst thing in the world. I don't envy my parents for that. That they did that when I was growing up. Okay, let's get that in the old inventory. Let's get the tools that we need down here. Okay, what can we drop? We probably don't need snowballs or feathers. Do we need the blaze rod? Why did we have a blaze rod? Do we just have a blaze rod on us? I don't know if we need it. Oh, I want... Hold on. Yeah, I want that. We probably want the shield. Let's see, what can we eat? We can eat this. Okay, this song would have been fine. This was the next song. This is kind of groovy. Okay, any other junk in here? I really am like not able to really tell what it is or is not junk in my inventory. Oh, do we even have any of our arrows? You know what, let's turn all of that into ingots so we get that back. Oh, we got a ton of arrows over here. Okay, don't need stairs, probably. I don't know. I like this song. Do I really need the fish? Probably not. But I do really need the shield. You know what? We're not probably gonna cook potatoes. Throw away the wheat is a good call too. What else can we grab? We need all the food that we can get. So all of that is over here. We are gonna want the ender pearls. We're gonna obviously want the pickaxe. I think this is a good set of things. I think I'm good. All right. All right. We're in this. Also, we're gonna keep listening to this song because I like this song. We're gonna swap the apples in here too. You think ditch the basalt? Oh wait, hold on. Why not converge the basalt and ditch the rest? There we go. Hold on. I feel like it's gonna be good. Yep, this is exactly how I thought it was gonna go. We're getting groovy tonight. Oh, Death and Marky, you guys missed the intro when I said thanks for 1,000 subscribers. I did my best Elton John impression. Oh, I picked it back up. Leave it. I don't want it. We had the shades on and everything. But then Tim said I was too cool and I needed to lose the glasses because it made me absolutely too cool. Dude, I know. It's wild. It's wild. That was like... So I had a friend who's been choosing to not subscribe forever because he wanted to be the 1,000 subscriber. And then at 6:30 this morning, when I woke up, it was at 9:99. So I sent him a message and I was like, hey, if you want to be number 1,000, you got to do it. But he was not up. So he was 1,001. And that made me laugh though, because I was like, you know, one of my best friends had waited and then missed his chance, and he was so bummed, but made me laugh. I will absolutely not forget about you guys. Without the group, honestly, the group of you that are all here right now, new and old. Also, we need to get the camera to focus now that my glasses are gone. It doesn't want me. Sten, welcome, welcome. Without the group of you that are here, you know, we wouldn't, I probably wouldn't be putting in as much as I am, you know? You guys are like the ones who continue to push me to do things. Everyone is, but like, I appreciate all of you very, very much for being here and pushing me. Yeah, you've been here for multiple streams. I swear you've been here for multiple streams. And you know what? If you haven't, you sitting here and having a conversation with me in stream is huge. What's up? How's it going? It's huge. So never underestimate the impact a single person can have on someone else's life, because seriously, all of you guys are great, and I will not forget. I'm doing great. It is a fantastic day. Oh, and we've got an end city, guys. The day just keeps getting better. It keeps getting better. Yeah, I had wondered. I thought maybe I'd missed the stream, and then I looked and I was like, oh, never mind. He just didn't stream. But yeah, we're going. We're gonna get some elytra. Also, for anybody who didn't see last stream, we actually haven't beat the Ender Dragon yet. We just ran away. So that we can get good gear to fight the Ender Dragon at the end cities. I died multiple times. But they were, the first one was on purpose. The first death was on purpose. The second one was because I was silly and looked at an Enderman in the eyes, and that was on me. Here's a challenge. Find an end city within 25 minutes. All right, I found one. I told you at the beginning you'd be able to get. I know. I think that was your first comment, actually, or it was one of your first comments. Was that? Yeah. Got it. Yeah. So Sten, we started the episode by me finding the walkway, dropping all my stuff, dying. Then on my way back, I stared an Enderman in the eyes, which was my problem. Okay, we're gonna try not. I'm flashing my head up and down so I don't look any Enderman in the eyes. So if I'm giving you guys headaches, I apologize. Dude, I know. If we can get some diamond loot, that'd be sweet. YouTube's being funny, man. If I don't search up your channel and look if you're streaming, I would have no idea. But it notifies me sometimes. Here's my thing. I think it's actually how I set up the streams that is maybe the problem, because I set the streams up probably in the wrong way. I set the streams up as unlisted until I make them public. Actually, I make them private until I make them public, and I think that probably has some level of an impact on something. Ooh, yeah, we'll take the mending boots over the nothing boots. So I don't know. I could be making that up, but that's my thought, is that that probably has an impact somewhere. We'll just merge that. We'll grab that. I want the cake. There we go. Okay, friends. Then we'll take the unbreaking. Yep, that's fine. Oh my gosh, that's a really good shovel. Or yeah, what? Nice. Okay. Yeah, somehow we picked up the basalt again. Do we want the elytra? Is that a bad choice? I don't think so. We'll take the elytra. Score, 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 my friends. I've got dubstep playing. Oh my gosh, we're going a little crazy here in the. Oh, you know what we could do? Let's cook up some food while we got the means. Can you make a? Oh, you can't. Can you make it with? Oh gosh, do we have anything that we can make a? Oh no. Okay, well maybe we can't. Never mind. I take it back. Forget about it. Did we actually fight the dragon? No, we did not. No, we did not. We have not. I left it. I left it. We're doing this. You're totally right, Zen. Craft the rest of the diamond armor. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm a fool. Sky, you saved me, by the way, with your comment on how I can get back to the nether faster. Because my gosh, have I been wasting so much time on the server flying back and forth between places. Jeez Louise. So I appreciate that a lot, by the way. Yeah. This is not. This is just me playing on my own. That was related to the SMP that we play on. Unless you're asking if that SMP is a server you can join. Technically, yes, anybody can join. You know, I always feel like there's like secret things that you can or can't craft. That's why I'm checking these, by the way. But also, Anonymous, I don't know why it took so long to give us the pop-up, but thanks for the sub. I appreciate that. Yeah, there's an application process. So if you go and look at, oh gosh, do I have it included in mine? There's an application process, and I will say you have to be 18 and up. That's the only requirement by the people who run that server. But I would recommend everybody go join that because I love that server. I think the people there are great. So if you are at all interested in joining an SMP, yep, I know that's the only thing that gets people most of the time is that it's a 18 and up, which I know is a bit of a bummer to those who are not yet 18 or older. Why still in the end? Because I wanted to be. Oh, and we can drop some things here, friends. Let's drop some of this stuff that we don't need necessarily to hold on to. I think we're good with 2 totems. I'll leave that. Yeah, we'll go with that for now. Okay. Sure. It's fire protection, but it's better than nothing. We'll take it. Yep. Well, then you're either... I'm in the Midwest as well, but I'm on Central. So, don't leave the chest plate. I didn't leave the chest plate. You mean in here? Oh my gosh, you're right. I thought I was wearing a different chest plate. Yeah, the application's on Discord. I wish I could tag the... Here, let me see if I can just find the link. You guys you flood them with applications. They're gonna be like, oh my gosh, what happened? I happened. I did this. All right, we're back in this. I think this was the tall treasure tower. Is there another treasure tower anywhere? That's not one. Is there one on the other side? Yes, there is. Okay, so we'll go do this one, and then I just want to get, I want to get a good set of armor, and we are, I mean, we're pretty good into that, but I just want to make sure. Well, I'd take the ender chest if I had silk touch. That's my problem, is I don't have silk touch anything, so I can't do that yet. Sounds good. I'm glad to have you here, whether you're active in the chat or just lurking. Every time I work the night shift, my brain says, now you don't sleep at night. Lol. Yep. I had to work nights during COVID when I still worked at Target, and those were always the hardest, like, ugh, just like trying to exist the next day. It was so difficult. Yeah. It's all good. You do not need to, no need to apologize. Enjoy your night. Have a lovely night. Or day. I'm assuming night though, considering we are all told where our locations are, but however you want to refer to the rest of the day as. Yeah. I appreciate you hanging out. Is this a treasure? No, it's not. Okay. So we've got a good amount of things, and we have ourselves some elytra, so now I can be a bad kid and fly everywhere, which is not what I should do, but I will do, so. Oh, there's an end gateway. Okay, never mind. Okay, we've got a good helmet, we've got good boots, we've got a chest plate, we've got arrows, we've got a bow. I'm on my phone too. Are you still able to get the 4,000 hours? That's too difficult. I don't have any fireworks. I wish I had fireworks though. Oh, that's probably what it is. Yeah. I don't have any fireworks. Did I intentionally set it so the Twitch stream only sees YouTube comments and vice versa? No, your comments are still up there. Well, what? They should be. What is the... We're golden. Now look at that. Why only 2 likes? I don't know, because people don't like me. That's why. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't know why only 2 likes. More people should like. More people like, more people see the stream, right? All right, let's head this way. But yes, Death, I am pretty sure I will hit 4,000. I have a chart. I have a graph because I'm, you know, a program manager. That is my real life job. So I like to track things, and, you know, I'm a firm believer of you can't, you know, improve what you don't track. So I have a spreadsheet that I update every single morning with what I need to do in performance for another video if I don't do well in another, or if I over excel in one. You know, I have something that I track every single day to try and do that. Hey, I'm glad that you're one of the likes. Well, it's, I don't think what I do is necessarily sustainable. Like, I don't know. Like, I love the numbers, so I overwork into the numbers and spend a lot of extra time with them. I don't think that's necessary to anybody at all, because here's the thing. You get a lot more stream watch hours than I do because you have a lot more people that are generally in your stream, because you offer something that I can't, which is being able to speak to people in different languages. Like, you know, if I was able to do that, I feel like I could, you know, then promote my streams to a much wider audience. But, you know, so I don't think it's like I don't think it's any reflection of you being lazy or not being lazy. I think it's a reflection of just, that's what I like to look at. And I don't know. Here's my thing, is I very much compare myself to a lot of other YouTubers. So I also can't just be like, don't compare yourself to me because blah, 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 because that's what I do. But like, I don't know. My point is, I don't think you should think that you're lazy just because you don't hyper obsess over those things like I do. Because I would argue that what I do is probably not healthy and I should not do it for a long time. Yeah, well, I thought you had mentioned that the other day, that you can speak more than just English and Spanish. I thought you were saying you could speak, was it Russian that you were saying as well earlier, or the other day? Oh, thanks, Marky. I appreciate that. I used to be close. I used to be close to being able to speak Spanish, and then I stopped taking Spanish, switched to Italian, then got pretty good at Italian because there's at least a good enough crossover there. And then I stopped doing it all together once I went to college, and I pretty much lost it all. Yeah, I never ever overcommit to things. Why would I ever overcommit to things? But look at this. Now we're getting all the late follow notifications from the chat not working earlier. Welcome. How's it going? Glad to have you all here. Yeah, I can still, like, my thing is with Spanish and Italian and really any of the Latin-based languages, I can read it and have very little issue reading it. There's obviously some things here and there that I'll have to like check in on, but I know enough of the Latin base words that I can like generally figure out the idea of a sentence or a conversation, but I am not able to speak it, and I struggle to also like comprehend it when I'm listening to people speak, which is my own problem. But I mean, that's something that I really want to try and focus on, is learning to speak Spanish or Italian again, and trying to bring that skill back to myself, because I think it's so crucial in the world we live in to be able to have conversations in multiple languages. And, you know, like, we live in such a connected world, and I guess, sure, you could argue like, well, English is what everybody else learns, sure, but like, I don't know, I'd like to be able to speak to people in the language they prefer too. Yeah, the one I actually struggle with the most is French, which I think is funny. I really struggle with French. That's true. Nice. That's funny. I will say that's what I have found out from my Mexican friends who speak Mexican Spanish, is they're like, it's so much easier than Spanish. Yeah, I wish I could do French. My mom used to be able to speak French because she lived over there for a whole year in like middle school. And so that was always one that she was like, oh, you guys should learn French, you know, but I never did. You know, I was kind of hoping we'd find another city, but I think if whatever we find first, if it's a city or a portal, that'll be our sign of what we need to do next. So if we find a portal, we got to go back and we got to fight the dragon. If we find a city, we get to keep exploring until we find another portal. Honestly, maybe that's just what I need to do, is just, yeah, practice I just need to practice Spanish again. I literally have Duolingo still, and it cries at me every day. It's like, come do a Spanish lesson. You used to do Spanish lessons all the time. And I just ditched it. But I should spend the time. Here's the thing. If we find a portal, though, and we go through the portal, and we beat the dragon, that's the end of one block, and then we got to find something else to do. And you guys know me. I can't come up with anything. I never have ideas of things to do. Just kidding. Obviously. Zentai speaks... I think he speaks 4. I know for sure he speaks, obviously, English, Spanish, and Italian. I think it's German. I think it's the other one. Yeah, jars. The jars is a good one. Zen and I were also looking at another one earlier. He sent it to me on Discord. That's it's called Chunk by Chunk, and so it's like you unlock chunks. So it's kind of similar to the jars one, but it's kind of a mix of the jars and one chunk. But I think the jars sounds like a really fun idea. I suppose, what do we do if we finish one block during stream, though? Do we pick up... Do we start on jars, or do we just do something silly on the other side? I have no clue why it does that. Oh, that's that's probably why. Yeah, I think the chats on the YouTube, I guess if you're watching on the vertical YouTube, I think that one's a little bit delayed. Which I don't know why, because they're all streaming at the same time. So you might just have to pull it up. Because I have all of the chats set to super low delay, so they should just come in right away. Okay, well, I guess that's the end of the basalt. I hope we find something that we can teleport through, because we run out of building blocks and things. We don't have any fireworks. We can't fly. Yeah. Yeah, I think the horizontal stream is keeping up. Oh, there's our sign. I don't know if you guys saw it, but there's the portal right in front of us. Here, I'll look up once we're away from these Endermen. Right there. So we're headed that way. We got to fight the dragon. I don't know if I'm ready to fight the dragon, to be entirely honest. I was kind of hoping we'd find pants. We can make pants. Let's make some pants. Boom. Get out of here. Now, can we bridge 23 blocks? Oh, we've got a ton of blocks. We're good. Ender Dragon it is. So I guess we do actually have to consider what we're doing after we beat the Ender Dragon. Which I think the simple answer is we could just do one of the other options that I put down on the vote today. So we could just go do one of the silly like parkour islands. We could do oh, where is Cymonks when we need somebody to start the well, we need somebody to start the vote on Twitch. The Does He Die vote. Could do, yeah, sorry. I'm getting all sorts of distracted. Parkour Island. We could do just go onto Lucid and just run around on Lucid for a little bit. We could go back to Arbor Ridge, which I have not actually been back on that world in a long time. We could just go to Arbor Ridge and run around. Okay, here we go. This feels dangerous. I don't even know where the dragon is. The dragon's right there. Ouch. Okay, let's start taking out some of these things. Okay, and then we got some hard-style dubstep playing while we're doing this too. That's exactly what I want. Okay, I got that one. Oh gosh. Oh, I had to have hit that. There we go. I think I got that one. Unless that was just the explosion behind me. Okay, we need to eat something. If you fight, you should probably heal it or axe. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Oh, the axe is probably the best move. Okay, let's do that one if I can reach it. Oh. Oh, I did get it. hurt him. Hurt her. Canonically, it's a girl. Okay, we're not hitting that one, and I don't want to get in the dragon's breath. That would be bad. I'm not hitting my arrows, apparently. We need to hit the arrows. There we go. Is that roosting behind me? Okay, we have to be getting close with that arrow. Did we already get this one? Is that could be why we're not getting that? Is because I've already got it. I'm wondering. There we go. Oh, that's a good point. I was looking back on some of those builds earlier today, just on the videos. It's like, wow, that was really fun to do. We do need to fill in Arbor Ridge more, I would say. I do have an idea of something to go there, though. Oh, come on. This has got to be close. Okay, we might have to build up to hit. Come on. I promise I know how to use a bow in this game. I'm gonna get charged by this dragon. It's gonna hurt me. Let's go hide over here really quick and eat something. Yep, that's what I knew was gonna happen. Okay. Yeah, it is a skill issue right now. I'm really struggling. I'm the worst. Bad at Minecraft. Worst Minecraft player NA. Is it just that tower left? Come on. Come on. I don't want to build up. I always get so afraid. Okay, you know what we've got? We've got the bucket. We can water bucket clutch. I believe in us. Even if I shouldn't believe in us. Oh gosh. Oh, I'm so good at this game when I need to be. I swear, I'm so good when I need to be. Okay, we need to run and eat something. Okay, let's get somewhere safe. Oh, Zen joined right as I did a bucket clutch. Look at that. What a cool guy. These melons are not it for keeping us full. So we'll drink one of these potions of healing really quick. What can we... Oh, we got a mushroom stew. That's probably not bad. Okay. If only we had some cobble that we could cook up the other stuff with, that would be really good. We just got to get those last few things, and then we got him. We're fighting the dragon, and you just missed me hit a bucket clutch. Which I had Elytra on, so I didn't even need to hit the bucket clutch. But, hey, whatever. I kind of forgot that we had Elytra, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Let's try this again. We're gonna shoot from back here. Maybe we can get it from over here. Maybe it's just a directional skill issue and not a skill issue. Come on. We gotta be getting so close to this. She's gonna hit me with fire breath. We've got to be getting so close to that. I don't know why we're not hitting that. Okay. Well, we're gonna give it a try just building up again. I think it'd be in any environment, even with low TPS. That's true, I should. I should just eat the cake. The cake's what I have. Maybe this is just the way to do this. Nope, I thought that was gonna be the way to do it, but it was not. Alright, let's think of the best way. I don't know why we can't hit those. I feel like it's just those two. Yeah, it's just those two. And I'm just really struggling with those two. Like, these have got to be getting close. There we go. I'm so good when I need to be. I'm so good when I need to be, and so bad when I don't. Okay. Oh yeah, Zen. Yeah, we were talking about languages. How many do you speak? Yeah. I thought it was 4. Oh, we don't have a very strong bow to be fighting the dragon, but we do have an axe. So as long as we can be Keep your eyes up, dude. Don't you go looking at Enderman right now. That would be so bad. Okay, so as long as we can be hitting any shots on the dragon, there we go. Okay. Oh, God. Of course, we can't get it while it's roosting now. Yep, because we didn't have enough food. Oof. Okay, good thing we had that on us. Let's throw the other one up. Tim, you're a smart cookie, always reminding me to have that. I appreciate you. Luckily, that dragon is not going to be doing any sort of healing, so we should just be able to just land some arrows. Hopefully, maybe, I don't know. Hitboxes exist, Sam. You could try and hit them. Okay, well, we're out of cake. The only thing we really can do is sit here and just shoot the dragon and get it to come back, but we can't shoot the dragon if it's, for whatever reason, impossible for us to hit a shot today. There we go. It really is just hitting us hard, isn't it? Let's run, let's run, let's run. Oh, it's still nesting? It can't get hit with arrows while it's there, right? Yep, it can't. Okay, run. Whoa. Yeah, the problem is that was our last totem that we had on us, because I put the other ones in those that box. So we gotta do this the right way. We don't have any beds, so really all we can do is just sit here and hope that our melon slices are enough to keep us going. Okay, that worked out for us. That worked out for us. We're locked in now. We are locked in now. I think I just looked an Enderman in the eyes. We're about to find out. I did not. We're chilling. Imagine if the Ender Dragon fight was a staged fight. I have a feeling that that's probably what comes in an end update. Yeah, I can shoot her in there. I've been locked in on the shots. Well, now I'm not because I'm out of arrows. Oh gosh. All right, we just gotta wait for her to roost now. We're in dire straits now, friends. I think what's gonna be better for us right now? 7 attack, 9. Okay, the axe is still gonna be the better option for taking hits at her. I feel like we need whatever the music is. I don't know what it is, but we gotta turn it up. It's not really very combat. We're skipping it. I don't know what this is. We're going with this. It's called Baseline Blitz. I need the dragon to roost. I just need her to come roost. But I can't hit her with anything else. Yeah. A Korean would be a good one too. Okay. I wish I had any arrows to hit her. Oh yes. Oh yes, this song is what I wanted. Okay. But how do we get her to come down? We just wait for her to roost, right? She'll just do it. Yeah. Okay. Nice. You jerk. You jerk! Tim! Tim, that's 3! Tim, that's 3! Ah! Okay, we got this. We're locked in. We're locked in. There's some arrows. We don't need anything else. We have everything we need. Oh, look, a rainbow. That's pretty. Food. Do we have any other food? I don't think we do. Listening melon we can take. Oh, do we have any other? We'll take these. We'll also take a trident. Okay, we're throwing everything out today. This is happening. We're taking glowberries. All right, that's all the food we got. We will beat this dragon now. This is it. Tim was right though. He said over under on deaths today. 3. 3 appears to be the number. Oh! Tridents also get deflected apparently. I need her to... Oh god! Oh, I'm dead. I'm so dead. Good thing I have totem. Woo! Okay. Look at this. This trident is like all screwed up. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Oof, 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 oof. Okay, okay, okay. Get the water bucket down. Get the axe down. Get the sword down. Get the food down. What else? What else do we got? What else do we got? We got 2 arrows and a bow. Oh, she's just coming back. It's just attack time. Let's do it. I'm not hitting any of these crits. There we go. We got it. We got it. There it is. There it is. We've done it. We've done it. We've done it. Oh my gosh. Wow. Look at all this extra XP that I'm picking up that we can't actually see. Why can't we see the XP orbs? What? Where are all the XP orbs? Look at this. We're scooping them up. Can't even see them with the shaders on. Or with the shaders off. Woo! I do have more than... I ended with more than 16 levels. I did it. I did it. I did it. Alright, time to make an Enderman upset. Will they not attack me even if I shot an arrow at them? Well, that's unfortunate. I was trying to make him upset. Hydrate is a good call. Yes, I should hydrate. I haven't drank anything at all. Hey. Imagine, though, if I didn't have the totems, if I didn't have you being smart and telling me to have totems, that could have been way worse. I don't know. Is it the end of one block, or do we keep working on things on one block? I would vote... It's 10 episodes in of one block. I think that's a good time to swap to something else. I think 10 episodes is kind of that sweet spot for doing things. I think jars sounds like a really fun idea. I'm gonna fight. See if I can fight this Enderman on my own. Oh, with armor, one can do anything, apparently. All right. Yep, the end. We'll turn up. This kind of feels like end credits music. I don't know. Kind of like retro end of the game credits. All right. Thank you, Mojang. Here's my only problem with quitting, and I'm sure you all can have a guess at what the problem with quitting is. We have not finished this house, and I don't know if I can live with myself if we but honestly we kind of have, because like we never really, we didn't put walls here anyway, so it's kind of just been this open covered. I don't know, what do you guys think? You'd say that's a finished house? Yeah, that's fair. On my hardcore series, when I go to fight the dragon, I might consider doing that live. There we go. Roll credits. This film has been directed by Erfaren Games, starring Erfaren Games, written by Erfaren Games, and music by Erfaren Games. Actually, that's not true. And music by Harris Heller of Streambeats. You're right. We should make fireworks. I think having some fireworks would be fun. Alright, we're getting even more XP. Because it all must have gone through the portal and come out here. That's wild. Break the chest. Break that chest? It's counting down. Yeah, I finished the... Oh, what? Is there another one? Is it gonna spawn the wither on us? I swear, if it spawns a wither on us, guys, I'll lose my mind. I'll cry. Oh gosh, we don't have the netherite. Wait. Still. Hold on. I have no clue. I have no clue. I didn't think there was more, but now I'm concerned. I've got diamond everything. My sword's probably gonna break. I hope it doesn't spawn a wither. I don't know what it'll do. Is it gonna end credit me? Let him stay. I'm afraid. My dinner is right next to me. I just have not ate it. I need to eat it. It's been here for a minute now. I actually need to do a normal world. We could do a normal world in the what's sushi bowls with wontons on top. The infinite block pulsates with energy. So this is just it. I can just mine this block forever if I want to. I don't know if I want... Oh! Build in the floor by the chest. Well, I had the floor built in, and then the portal was there. What I could do, though, is now that there's not ever going to be anything spawning underneath it, and there's not going to be any more mob raids, we could just have it be at least slightly safer. That could have been bad. No way! You're here. How are you still here? I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. How are you still here after all this time? All this time being a week. Yeah, I guess I don't necessarily need to go back to it. I guess we'll fill it in. We'll fill it in. There it is. Well, yeah. No, I've got sushi bowl. That shulker does love me. I'm gonna let him go. All right. Well, let's all get really emotional. We'll all stand here on this bridge. You know, we're all standing together as we look at this and say goodbye to this. I actually love this house, by the way. Might be maybe one of my favorite houses I've built in a am I opt? Can I give myself op things? I can't. Might be one of my favorite things that I've built in a thing. No, it's not the end of the stream. It's just the end of this world. But we'll say goodbye. I do love this house though. Well, I might have to come back to this house one day and try and build it again somewhere else. But let's end it there on this game. We're not done for the night, so no need to feel like you need to leave. We got 45 minutes left, but there goes our sweet one block survival. Oh, wow. All right. And with that, I'm going to do what I told Marky I was going to do. And we are going to do, I think we'll do jars. I don't know. I'll decide if we're doing jars or chunk by chunk for next time. But that's true. Well, speaking of houses that I built for people, that is exactly where we're going. Pay no mind to this portal. This portal is blue. You only know this portal as being blue. That portal is certainly not purple. Also, we're switching into BSL because that's what I use on this one. Look, I haven't been here in so long. Oh, Death. You don't know. Well, maybe. So my main series, my first series, the solo series, this is the nether roof there. And this is the project that I started before I mysteriously vanished into here. This is certainly not, I am not here in this world right now. This is not canon. Actually, I don't care. This is canon. It's fine. But what we're going to do is I'm going to go walk around. I haven't been here in a while, so we're going to actually even have to remember. I think this takes us into the inn. We're going to go in and look. I think this takes us to the inn. Yeah, it does. Look at that. I haven't been here in so long. I really haven't. Okay. I'm going to enjoy eating some food really quick. So this is going to go bye-bye. But you can still hear me. I'm just, going to eat my food while we're doing this. So you guys get a full screen of this game right now. Yeah, as you can see, I really haven't touched this in a long time, but you can tell I have a much nicer computer now because look, you can actually see the industrial area from here because I can have my my render distance turned all the way up. I think if I turn it to 21 chunks yeah, you can just barely make out the smoke from it, but this is the place where it all started. And what a place to be at on the 1000th night, right? So also, sorry, vertical stream, you can still see me, so I'm going to make it so you can't see me here either. But we can do a little house tour. So Death, I don't know how much you've seen or if you've seen any of the original series, but one of the last things I did before taking a little bit of a break from this series was I kind of just built houses for people that were subscribed and that asked to have a house built for them. And they were based off of these three. So there was a small house, medium house, and the large house, which anybody can tell you I didn't stick to this at all. I kind of did in a way, but like really not. So we'll just turn around. So this is the house I built for Zen. As I said, I kind of did, but I added little motifs and things to it. So this is the one I built for Zen. Most of these don't have interiors. That was one of the things that I still needed to do. Actually, we're gonna sleep through the night. And I guess I can give you guys all walkthroughs and talkthroughs of these things as I'm going. So for Zen's, I was like, I wanted him to be kind of like the watcher, like the protector of the seas. So like, this is the house I built for Bambi down here, but this one is more of like the market where like fishermen can come in and sell their things down here at the bottom. But Zen's is like supervising ships coming into sea, and yeah, it was cool. Thanks for hanging out. But just supervise ships coming in from sea and trading and alert people of things. So that's the idea behind Zen's house that I built, which I love this one. I think it's fun. Oh yeah, yes, and everybody got to choose their block palette. Yeah, and I got to have some fun with texturing and things. I was pretty proud of these. And then I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is the one I built for Falcor. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Hey, redstone, sometimes redstone can make up for it. But I think this is the one I built for Falcor, and I really like this one too. I was doing some experimenting with like room dividers and things because it didn't really feel like this should be split. I tried to put a carpet here and it sucked, so I got rid of the carpet. But again, a really nice view of the sea and things. And then this is the one I made for Nettie, which was the first one I built actually. And this one again has the medium house face with the large house extensions and a little back room. I kind of felt like this was kind of like a Harry Potter closet, so I kind of felt bad for banishing Nettie into this corner, but she liked it, so I was like, whatever, that's fine. So that's the houses on this side of the, well, I guess there's this one down here on this side of the town. The last one is Bambi's, which I would argue I kind of went overboard on, but I had this idea for a build and I was like, nah, I'm building this regardless. So I'm so happy with this because interior wise, it's about the same size. It's a little bit bigger, but I had this idea and I was like, no, I have to do this. So that's why that one's a little bit bigger. maybe if that's what you think. Yeah, I do too. I love, dude, the frog lights and the moss and everything. I like, yeah, like, ugh, I love how it looks everywhere. And like, just what a smart way to light up this whole place. I know, I loved it. I still love it. This was the tower that we defended the village in the, you know, the raid, which is so funny because at the time when we built this, I was like, wow, this is a really tall tower. And it is definitely not a tall tower in comparison to the other builds. Also, this is the last thing I did here before I went up to the nether roof was here. Are you out of here, Ben? Peace. See ya. But yeah, so then we have the inn, which is where we came in through the portal, which is the Arborage Tavern, courtesy of Marky for coming up with the name. But I really love this, the bar area. I love how it is. Yeah, I really like this. And then this was our lighting shop, which we called the glowing. I think it's supposed to be the glowing torch, but I wrote touch, and I think that's why I've been so confused. But I did it on both sides, so who knows? But this is where I was storing all of our lights. But honestly, I've taken all the lights pretty much at this point because I use them everywhere. So I have kind of stopped that. The hidden passage, yeah, so we got the villager breeder right here, and then there's the secret hidden passage right here, which is not really much of a hidden passage, but goes underneath to the zombification chamber, which is right here. This is probably one of the things I'm the most proud of in this entire everything. What a cool thing. Like, I love this so much. I still have never put I still need to put mobs in here. Oh, behind the painting. Yes, we do have that. That's what we came through on the, well, on our way in. I do still need to dump some mobs in here, but oh, I love this. And also the copper pipes leaking the water and everything. So fun. Using these as storage as well. Yes, no, you're right. There is the secret passage in the inn behind the big painting. And that's where the nether portal is. Yeah, this is not very glamorous. I also need to figure this out. But yeah, no, I'll go back. I'll go back. We'll look at the secret passage portal. Yeah, so this just looks like a painting, but I have always thought this looked like a blue portal, so I put the nether portal behind it. Thank you. I haven't even gotten to all of them yet on this section. We'll get to some of the other ones here. We'll just do a general world tour. So here, I believe is the, who did I, Marky, is this one I made for you? I think this is. This is the one I made for Tim. I'm fairly certain this is the one I made for Marky. Marky, you'll have to tell me if I'm being dumb and I'm forgetting. I'm fairly certain. I really was happy with the second floor on this one, though, having the extra layers and things. This was actually my spawn point for a while, too, while I was building over here. Yeah, and I made these to match, and then I gave them a little koi pond. But I made these two to match in this area because I thought they were fun. Yeah, Tim's house, this was the first one that I built of these two, and what a building style. I tried to put paintings here, and I couldn't get any paintings that I liked there, but I love this. I need to put in like a little kitchen and things, but okay. And then up here is the house I built for V. who is my wife. So she obviously got to have whatever house she wanted. And her request was to have a writer's cottage on the edge of town and be like the kooky old lady on the edge of town. So I built this, and we're gonna fly over so I can look at it. But yeah, so it's definitely one of the bigger ones, but I love this one. I was going very Tolkien on it. I was trying to go for the like Hobbit circular windows and things. So we've got these awesome windows here. Let's have awesome views to, oh, the villa. Oh my god, I love that place so much. This is the one that has the most complete interior, I would say. I did the most over here, but I love this house. Yeah, I love all these houses though. Obviously, we still need to fill in over here and things, but Zen, thanks for the cheer. I appreciate that. Have a lovely night, man. But yeah, so those are the builds for this section, and then what we'll do is we'll fly over to the other portion of this area, which is where you'll see Death and others who have not seen these before. Some of the other builds I'm the most proud of are in this area. So walk our way up here. So we have yet another one of the houses that I built over here. We did a custom tree with a swing set. I loved this one. This one was fun to build. And it's basically a replica of that house, just in a different color. And that is our farmhouse that we built. And I really tried. I was watching a lot of B-dubs videos for the first time, and I really tried to make this feel like a painting if I zoomed in like this. I think I did a good job on that. So that's the actual like farmhouse that's here. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. All of these are really cool. And then so we come over to here. This is the farmhouse and the lore book of the meadery. I still want to do some of the fun lore and things. I just don't know, but I seriously did write. That's funny. These don't have comparators in them, and they are activating this. This doesn't have a comparator in it, though. I didn't realize that just going through a lectern did that. Yeah, I feel like I would go nuts and create, yeah. But I did some armor stand posing in here, so we got some stacked books in here. We got some water bottles up on the shelves and things. And then we got our sniffers over here, of course. And then probably the one that everybody wants to see again. I still need to build over here too. Is the villa. Yes, your dog. Yeah, Jay, your dog is in the farmhouse. Yeah. I didn't realize you were here. Were you just lurking? Yeah, your dog is here. Tamarind is right here. Glad to have you here. I didn't realize you were here. Yes, yep, Tamarind is there. Everything is as good as... This is the first time I've been back on in a while. I should turn my camera on just so you guys can see how red my face is from smiling. I've been like, just like glowing. Look at this. I'm like, oh, love this place so much, guys. Oh, well, it is all good. The reason I have camera off right now is because I'm eating dinner as I'm walking through, but I'm really not doing much eating because I'm doing far too much talking. But here we have the villa, and this is like the first like super massive build I've done. It's not even really super massive, but like in comparison to the other builds, it's just so cool. So yeah, we'll walk it. We'll walk it. So you walk up in, and on both sides you've got like a flower garden. So you got these gardens over here, you got this garden over here, and then just this awesome view up. I still am not sure I'm very happy with this part. I think it's nice. I do think it's nice. I just feel like I could have done more designing up here, but honestly it was supposed to be for all the flowers, and so I don't know. But my god, I love this place. Also, I kind of want to see what it looks like with the complementary. I've been using complementary a lot. Oh yeah, that's also really pretty. What does it look like with Solus? Solus makes everything look insane. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, we're gonna go back to BSL because it's the brightest one, but I love this place. And then we've got our tree back over here, which is just a dark oak tree. I didn't do a custom tree on this side, but we do have stables, and we never put our horses over here, but it's because all of our skeletal horses disappeared, so kind of sad. But then walking up in here, we've got our paintings. We have all the pots that we still need to get all of the pottery sherds and make these their own. And then the bell tower right here, which for a long while I had a bed there. And then over here is like kind of the main bedroom, separate area. It's also got its own painting. Love this place so very much. It's such, oh, it's so nice. Also, I can't remember if I actually did this or not. No, I didn't. Okay, so in the original design, there actually was a door right here. I never actually did it, but yeah, some benches wouldn't be a bad idea up there, Marky. That's a good point. But there was a door here and it had a wine cellar underneath, but I never actually did that because once you get in here, I'll just show you. I don't want to drop any of the sand though. It's not really a lot of, I mean, it's a lot of space, but I don't know. It just kind of felt weird to try and cram things into. So I didn't end up doing that, but maybe I will in the future. But there's the back entrance over here, which comes directly from the farmhouse. And then also, I think I went over this on a stream long ago, but down here is where the special berries for the meadery are. They're down right here. This is where they grow all of them that they use for the glowberry mead. So that is the villa, and then we have the whatever the arboretum down here. So it's one of every tree, including the nether trees and such, as well as all of our flowers and things, which I guess I've just abandoned right here. Which I like this. Also, again, the frog light lighting looks so cool. I love how it looks, especially with shaders. Without shaders, slightly less cool, but still really cool. Yes, I do love the rain collection buckets. I thought that was such a fun idea. Did my combined chat crash again? That's so sad. Yeah, it did. But to continue our tour, we've got now the fishing village and yet another house that we designed. This one was for MC Oda, which, by the way, if you guys haven't ever watched MC Oda's videos, I would highly recommend. He's another small channel. I think he's got 2,500 subs, but he's a really cool guy. Puts out lots of fun, I don't know, fun videos. But anyway, this was his house, and I did do an interior on this because I knew what I was doing over here because I did it with the other buildings. And you'll recognize, if you haven't seen these before, but you've seen the escape room video, it's because I copied literally that and dropped them into the escape room video. So that's what that is. And then there's that was one of my first custom trees that I attempted. And then we got our ship and our sheep farm and Drake's Inn, which this was my spawn point, probably longer than my main base was spawn point. Ooh, is there a transparency option for the chat? That's a great question. Let's see if we can, if I change the opacity on it. You're a smart cookie. Let's see, filters, let's do image mask blend, perhaps. And then what if we hit opacity settings and turn it down a little bit? I don't know if that'll work. I'd love for it to work. It doesn't look like that did it though. Oh gosh. No, that's not the one that we want. Ah, I'm glad you finished eating your sandwich. I still need to eat mine. Aha, ha ha ha. Okay, how is that for opacity? Let me know, guys. I'll not cover that with that. Can you guys still read well enough on the horizontal? Oh my gosh, you know what? I think I've just come up with a better idea. I'm gonna try something really quick. So if we do a, oh gosh. Oh, if I could figure out. Okay, so color, select color. And then what will it do if I do? Hold on. I have an idea. You know what? I'm not going to worry about this right now. We're just going to turn down the opacity. I don't know why it didn't just save our opacity change. And we'll just have that for the night, and I will come up with a fun way to do it in the future. Yeah, we can do that. I like the suggestions. Thanks for chatting it up, guys, and helping us come up with things. Let's do it like that much, and we'll put it in its normal spot. How's that? We all like that? Does it need to be a little less opaque? Let me know. I can turn it up just slightly. Like that. There we go. All right. That's it. We're done. We're done modifying. I think everybody is, as long as everybody's happy with it, we're rocking. Sweet. Okay. And then we got this little sitting area. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at all the messages. And then, okay, something I have to say I was so proud of myself for thinking of, which it looks like perhaps they've since died or broken in an update, but I had down in these, yeah, I have these chickens that obviously since then have lost their leads somehow, but these chickens were cramped up in there and had leads attached to them, which would then connect to there and look like they were different, but I'm gonna let them go because honestly my plan is once we're back here, I might just put like a copper golem or honestly maybe even a boat, because you can just put boats on leads now and do that. I think that would be good. Yeah, you are all together. Look at that. The whole chat's all here. Oh my gosh. It is just like that High School Musical song. Who's gonna carry the boats? I don't know. Ask David Goggins. Another fun thing that I could do with Armor Poser was that. So that's really it for this side. But I obviously that was a misclick. Yeah, I love that wheel so much. It's just using the Armor Poser mod. I did it over here too. I just posed. I think it's actually only 3. I don't even think I did 4. Yeah, 1, 2. Oh no, I did do 4. I did do 4. Yeah, it's 4 of them. No, it's only, I don't know how many it is. It's a number of them put together. And that's how they look. I love it so much. All right, you guys pick. Do you want to go to the cliff via the nether, or do you want me to fly through the zombification chamber thing? I feel like actually neither of those options is good, and the only true way to see the cliff for the first time is to fly at it. What do you guys think? Yeah, I think I agree, Tim. Here, so that we can fly at it, we'll also just fly over and look at the industrial area. So here's the industrial area in all of its glory. The tree farm. I seriously have not been here in so long. Well, I don't know David Goggins. I do know that quote, though. And I know that he is the one who's popular for saying it. All right. It's cliffside time. There it is. And my silly little rocks. Oh yeah. No, now that we're here, this looks so much bigger and the rocks look so much smaller. Oh gosh. Here, we're just gonna I used to do this for hours. Seriously, I would just sit here and I just have my game open and I would sit here while I was working and just have this view. Oh, it makes me so happy. I'm like, I genuinely, okay. Okay, is this, I don't know if this is too soft of me. I'm like, there's some tears tearing up a little bit. It's such a cool place to be where we are right now, guys. Just just looking at all of this and like, I don't know, when he built this, he didn't think that there would be 1,000 people that watched it, you know what I'm saying? So, wow, we're getting emotional on stream. Oh yeah, no, well that's honestly what I would do. I mean, and here I'll switch this to the starting screen really quick so you guys can see, but that's why I did the starting thing. So here, I'm just gonna press this really quick. You're not gonna be able to hear me when I do this, but that's why I do the starting thing like this. Like, it's just such a cool, I don't know. So that starting screen, if you guys haven't seen it all the way through, it goes through every build that I made prior to starting the village. Actually, prior to the villa. It's actually kind of outdated now. So, but yeah, it's, I love this place. I love this place. We can do a little walkthrough. So, I mean, obviously we have this, we have all of our sheep. We have the staircase I never use or haven't used in such a long time with the pond and everything. We have our statue. Oh, wow. Yeah, play Misty for me. This is the inn that is actually a sugarcane farm. A brewing area. The good thing is we come back here a fair amount now. But, the inn. And inside is Fia and Cookie. Cookie the bird, Fia the cat. Fia and Cookie. I has Cupcakes Oasis series? No, but now I feel like I should. I love this statue so much. I love it. It's so cool. I built it once upon a long time ago on another server. And ever since I've been like, wow, I'm going to build that everywhere. Yeah. Remember when I almost burned this down? All of our hard work just for this forge. But hey, look at the forge. It's so cool. We got posed things. Also, normally maces don't look like this, but I have a resource pack called 3D Mace. 3D Mace that allows me to have my mace look like that, because otherwise it would not look like that. You had to change chats because of your vision. That's fair. Yeah. Oh, I'll have to look. I'm getting the nostalgia as well. Also, I could definitely swap this out with a magma block. I think Sky had recommended that once upon a time. But honestly, like, especially with shaders on, I think this looks more like hot coals than a magma block does. But maybe you guys tell me what you think. But I think even with shaders off, it looks like hot coals more than I think a magma block does. But I love that. We got the storage room. This is the thing I can never get tired of, is like walking over here and just, oh my gosh. Storage room. With all of our, I think these are the armor, yeah, these are the pottery shards that we still have to collect. Which are so incredibly hard to collect, apparently, by the way. There's a ton that we still have to find, and they're not easy. But got all of these fun things. We got the note that was shot at us by a pillager from up there. That's true. It won't burn me if I stand on it. So the villagers are now named Pietro and Geronimo. Yeah. Geronimo, I'm assuming. Or did you say Geronimo? Yeah, I still need to figure out what I'm doing with all these villagers. But I was thinking, if we hadn't decided to have the portal up in the inn directly above this, I was thinking this could be another portal down here. Oh, I would have stopped the ad if I could. I'll wait for you to return. My sweet Twitch viewers. Don't want the ads to block you out. I did make the map bigger though. This is something I did off camera. Obviously I haven't done it everywhere, but you can see I've done it here on this one, so I could actually try and fill in the village a little bit. But I mean, look at the villa's footprint. That is so cool. I would love to have this as a world download. Yeah, I love this place so much. And then, so we go up, and then this is where like other rooms and things should be here. And actually we're gonna sleep because I think it's been 2 days of us walking around now. And then we have the lighthouse, which I think is the first build that I actually did like detailed texturing to. Is this one? I don't, because I mean, the inn up top we didn't. I have to show you guys how cool this looks with solar shaders on though. I will turn on solar shaders just to walk into here and look at this because of how cool the lighting looks in here. Just mixed together. I love it. Yeah. No, I'll come up with a world download. Can do that, especially when we're done with it. Also, look, it's the village before it was the village. That's a relic. I can't ever take that off because otherwise it's gonna get destroyed. I was supposed to put all my treasures from the ocean up here, and I have not done that. And then we've got our lighthouse with the view out. Stunning. Beautiful. Yeah, Twitch is an interesting. Oh, how could we forget the apiary? Twitch is an interesting one. I just have spent enough time on Twitch that I have kind of figured things out. Look at all of our bees. This was such a spur of the moment build, and I'm still so happy I did it. It's that the idea was so fun. It's got these little like storefront bay windows. Here's a question: do the ads on Twitch help you? Yes, the ads on Twitch do. I do make money off of Twitch. Not obviously anything crazy, but I get revenue from the ad, so it's like 4 cents or whatever per stream typically, which is, oh, I know, crazy, right? But yes, I was going to make this world and SMP. I was thinking of it. And at least have these things be things that people couldn't mine or build on. That's kind of what I was thinking. I love the beast too. I agree, Death. It hurts my brain. I'm a simple man who never got a hang of Twitch or any fancy internet things like that. Yeah. Twitch, I will say, I think YouTube is easier to kind of design things for. But I got a soft spot for Twitch because that was kind of my first like, oh wow, I'm making money on the internet playing video games and hanging out with people. Ready for round 2, huh? I don't know what you mean. What are the YouTube shorts from your channel that I most loved? I've got a soft spot for all of my shorts because I feel like my shorts were, I don't know, they're all special in their own right. Oh, yes, I do make some money out of it. Yes, if that's why you're asking, yeah. That's a great question, Death. I think the shorts I enjoy the most, honestly, are the shorts that, okay, to be entirely honest, are the shorts that have done the absolute worst. Like, which I think is silly, but I think like my favorite shorts that I've done are like, oh, also you guys can see I did do some outlining of how big this park's gonna be, but that's for another time. Gosh, I don't know though, dude. That's a really good question. Also, what's blue? That's that. What goes? Oh, that's world spawn. If I did make a world download, here's where you guys would spawn. Kurai MC. You know, I thought about doing Erfaren MC, and then I was like, no, I want it to be open to me playing any games if Minecraft doesn't work out. And now look at us. So I might do a rebrand. I talked about this a couple streams ago, but I might do a rebrand in time. Just Erfaren MC. But here's the world spawn fun fact. This is where you would spawn in. I'll probably change that, but what is the most advantageous between Twitch or YouTube? Because that's an interesting question. Did you ever make a portal out to the? Yeah, I did. That's where I was just about to go fly to it. The problem is I couldn't connect it up. It's all the way out here though. Twitch technically is advantageous in the sense that anybody hanging out and watching does give me a few cents. You know, it gives some amount of money. However, because I have the base level of partnership on YouTube, technically, as long as people, I'm doing air quotes so that you can't see right now, pay for the memberships and things, technically YouTube gives me a bigger cut of that and such. But I don't know, it just kind of depends, because the thing is, on YouTube, if people watch the YouTube stream, that all counts towards the watch hours, which would make me actually monetize, and then I'd get ad revenue on YouTube. So I guess maybe YouTube is probably, but you gotta be getting close. Yeah, essentially, yeah. So that's why I'm like, the free for everybody option that still helps right now is Twitch. In time, the option that will help, I think, easier for everybody is probably YouTube, but you can do that too. That's what Tim does. I'm sorry, Death. I fully like haven't even given you an answer on the question about the shorts though. I think I really liked like the little cinematic short that I put out as like a teaser for one of my main videos. That was a long time ago, but it was just like I like just had some fun with cinematography and made a short like that, and I think it only got like, I don't know, not even 200, 300 views. But yeah, Twitch short term to start YouTube once established. Yep, that's kind of my idea. But I've got a soft spot for all my fan videos. The thing is, I like making redstone tutorials and doing things, but I just don't think I don't think that that's what I would prefer to do, you know, is doing like tutorials and things. Not to say I don't know, like I enjoy doing tutorials just fine. It's just kind of a, I can't discount how much the videos for the fans have done for me, you know. Okay, where the heck is this? Because we've got to be way too far for it now. Hold on, we're pulling this up. I wrote it down somewhere a long time ago. Oh, we're already over 2 hours anyway. Should probably stop. We wrote this down, guys. Regardless, the point still stands, Marky. I did make a portal out to it. I just don't know where it is. So there's my fun. I did find everybody's notes from when they requested things. Hold on. Got Netty, Copper, Spruce, Deep Slate, Jade, Diorite, Amethyst, Chestnut Wolf, Bambi, Cyang, Terracotta. Marky said anything. Zen said Pale Oak, Spruce, Dark Oak, Stone. Tim said Spruce, Cherry, Tough, Diorite. That I did write it down. Yeah. Well, that's actually on my little legal pad. Oh gosh. Well, I've definitely flown too far, so I'm gonna fly. Yeah, here's the thing. I'm really bad. And if I forgot to write something down, will legitimately go back and watch the video and be like, ah, yes, here's the thing. Here's how it is. Well, I can call you Mary, I can call you Marky, whatever you'd prefer. Yeah, no, I would have probably been there in the overworld. It was like 10,000, negative 10,000. It was like basically the coordinates or something around those lines. Well, I guess it would be flipped around. It would be negative, positive, I think. We're just gonna head to 0, 0. And we're gonna see if we can't find it along the way. Yeah, I know. I'm out far, but I'm in generated trunk, so I know I've been here. It's just a matter of how... Hold on. Can we up this? And then... Is the nether fog less if we turn off shaders? Let's just take a look at that. No, it's not. No, we want the shaders on, actually. Yeah, I don't remember where that thing is at all. But theoretically, it would be, we would have just about passed it. So I'm not sure. Oh. Oh, Chad, I missed your message. Hi, Chad. Yes, there is. Yeah, I can get a lodestone. I could put a lodestone out there. It's not a bad idea. Put a lodestone out there and have a compass that directs us to where it's at in the nether. I've got it written down and it's in that video. Like I have it. I just don't want to go digging in a video. Yeah, the lodestones. And the lodestones are way cheaper now because you can make them with iron instead of with netherite. So that was always the problem, was you had to make them with netherite, and I thought that was insane. Well, I'm gonna get us back to the nether hub, and then that's probably where we're gonna end it for tonight, my friends. Just because we're now 5 minutes over the normal streaming time. And as much as I love hanging out with you all, I do need to call it. But we can at least get ourselves back. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Ah, there we go. Wait, I missed what Jay said up at the top. I gotta scroll up. Oh. Thanks, Jay. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you guys took the time to ask me about it, and I don't know. I felt like it is only right to return the favor and, you know, have it written down and do the special things and figure out how to keep everybody involved. But yeah, I was so glad to come back onto this world, guys. That was a lot of fun. I'm gonna turn my camera back on. Not that I've actually really taken any time to eat, but you know. We'll just have it on to end. Actually, we're gonna have to put the chat here on this side because the chat is not on this page. What was it? Was it display capture? Yeah, it was. Now it's gonna cover our face again. Look at that. Cut that down to here. Cut that down to here. Cut that down to here. There we go. It's a little chunky, but it works. Yeah, this is a nice stopping point. I really, really appreciate you guys all hanging out tonight. This was a lot of fun. It was a really great night. Also, it was fun to be back on. I haven't been on that world in so long. And we finished one block. What in the heck? We did a lot of things today. But what was what? I don't know. Yeah. Oh, what a good night. But yeah, here's what I was scrolling through. This is my legal pad where I write down everything. So I got plans for my escape rooms, plans for my shorts. Let's see, the lucid maps. Oh, my map. This is the drawing of the house that we built on one block. I did kill the Ender Dragon. Gosh, where, dude, guys, I have it. I have no clue where it's at. It's in here though. No, that's probably what it was. Who knows where it's at? Oh, here's the original plan for the escape room. This is me mapping out the whole escape room. I did belong. Yeah, we took out that Ender Dragon. I don't know where it is. I've got coordinates written everywhere. So honestly, it could be any of these. Yeah, that's my other thing is I like being able to let you guys all chat together. That's why I have the combined. Oh yeah, but here you go. Here's everybody's requests for their things. There you go. Find yourself. You're in here somewhere. So yeah. What a fun life, guys. What a fun life. All right. Well, I'm going to leave you all now because that's all I got. But have a lovely night. Yes, the house drawing was pretty good. Thank you all so much for hanging out as always. Take lots of care. New hardcore video out tomorrow. Spoiler, I don't die, so don't worry, it's not the end of it. And then I mentioned this at the beginning of stream, but this Sunday I am not doing a normal video. It's probably gonna be a shorter video, but it's a 1,000 subscriber thank you type of thing. So I will give you all this now as a, if you want a spoiler of it, let me know, and I will pull the picture up right now. If you just want to see it on Sunday, say something, and I can just save it for Sunday. Because I've already built it, but I'm going to do a video of building it. So, yeah, I think Death is in the vertical chat now. Yeah, I write everything down. I also have a video ideas book. This is the book that Tim was talking about. This is where I write all my ideas for my book. Tim's gonna wait. All right. I do want to do another Q&A at 1,000. That actually is what I wrote down too. Here's literally 1,000 subscribers short. I also talked about doing 5 things I've learned so far at my 1,000. That was actually the second idea I wrote down. And I started writing in this the day I started making videos. So, fun fact. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Well, we'll come up with something. I might do another Q&A. I asked people if they wanted to do a Q&A at 500. Nobody really responded to that one. So I was like, well, maybe we'll wait. But Marky wants the spoiler. All right. Tim, if you don't want the spoiler, peace out. Death, if you don't want the spoiler, peace out. I'm going to show it. This is your one and only chance to leave before I do it. I love you all. You're all so lovely. Get out of here.